Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let's get started with day 2. Testing, testing, test. Hello, Oh dear, so sorry about that. The volume was a little loud there. Hello, everyone. Starting today, I'll be doing an island-wide broadcast full of island updates, goings-on, and such, I'll go over some things that are very important to island life, so lend me your island ears for a short time. Now, it's only fitting that we kick off this daily ritual with a doozy of an island announcement. The I'll Do It Airport is now open for business. Starting today, you can use online or local communication to fly to other islands for a visit. That's not all, no. The airport counter now offers postal services. And just like the Resident Services Center, the airport is open 24 hours a day, so please do drop by for a look. Oh, I do have one other item to share, and it too is a Whopper, As of this very day, a McDonald's has been added, not a Burger King. A brilliant fellow by the name of Blathers will be joining us on I'll Do It. Blathers has a keen interest in biology, past and present, and he's here to study I'll Do It. I sincerely hope everyone lends their cooperation. Inquisitive residents should stop by his tent for details. That's all from me. I do hope you will all enjoy another fine day of luxurious I'll Do It living. It's a brand new day. We got some mail. Oh, right. We did order a lot, didn't we? My dear What a Geek, whenever I see a plane, I think of you and wave at those airborne strangers with all of my might. I had no idea how many flights took off each day. My arm is exhausted. Enjoy your fresh start, Mom. And she gave us a gift as well. So we'll put that in our bag, our inventory. I don't know if I'm going to have a whole lot of space to accept everything. We'll see. And the Happy Home Academy. Congrats on your new home. Greetings from the Happy Home Academy. Our goal? We want to help you make your home the best that it can be. Look for more messages from us as you hone your home decorating skills. A housewarming gift is attached. And speaking of homes, we did in fact make one. So, let's take a quick stop in here. And we've got wooden floor. Congratulations on the construction of your new home. I was about to combine construction and congratulations. Constructulations? Here are a few tips for comfortable living. Turn lights on or off, enter decorating mode, open storage, turn lights on or off, enter decorating mode, open storage, blah blah blah. You can design your home a little bit easier. Press down on the D-pad, you can go into this top-down view, and if you really want to drag things around to make it a little bit more accessible, you can do that. You can also flip things around with the tap of the button, turn the camera around if you really want to, switch between the floor and the walls. And while you're in this mode, if you open up your pockets, and let's just put down some tree branches. There we go, right on the spot that we put them down on. We can also change the lights. Now we're on, I think these are fluorescent lights. We can turn them off. There's still some daylight filtering in through the windows. This is lights on, the default. And we can check our storage. We don't really have much in storage, just some tree branches that we just put away. But let's also open up these things we got from Nook Shopping. We got oval glasses. We got some music. We can't really do anything with that yet. Slip-on loafers. Ta-da. A tie-dye shirt. I think this is Mom's present? No, Happy Home. I think it might be Happy Home. It's a DIY recipe for a wooden mini table. Sweet! I learned a DIY recipe. And what's this other thing? Is it from Mom? Apples. So our native fruit is a pear, and we got sent apples. If we want to grow these, we can actually plant them outside, and then we'll have our own apple trees as well. So I'm definitely going to go plant those outside. Let me try decorating a smidge more. Some items you can actually put on the wall, such as album covers. And looks like I'm going to be that kind of kid where I definitely have a poster of a hot K-pop boy. You know what I'm getting at. In any case, anything else I want to put down? Maybe the things I came to the island wearing. Maybe keep them off to the side there. Or maybe put them up on the wall. I can definitely do that too. Just gonna flip around over here. Access storage. And there we go. Cool deal. Now all we need to get rid of are these pants. And then we'll be in completely different clothing. It's enough home decorating for now. Maybe we'll get some more things later. But let's go and... well, actually, we can't plant the apples now that I think about it. We definitely did pop some Nook Miles, so let's have a look at those. Dream house! One room loner. About that, you can actually get multiple people in the same village if you have multiple local players. So you don't have to be a loner. You could quote-unquote room with somebody else, even though they would get their own house. Alright, what's going on here? I thought I saw something behind the tree. It was just an insect. I guess I'll go around picking up branches a little bit later. More insects. Ooh, there's a glowing spot on the ground there. We can't do anything with it just yet, but we'll try to keep that in mind for a little bit later on in the day. My inventory's still got a little bit of space. No seashells down here. Hello. What a geek. Congratulations on your new home. A home is sure to open up so many possibilities for you. You'll be wanting stylish furniture for your home, which you could always craft as DIY projects, but I recommend you check into the offerings from Nook Shopping. It does take a bit of time to get your order delivered, but they have a daily rotating selection of goods. That includes fashionable things that can be hard to get on an island. You can check out Nook Shopping at the Nook Stop and Resident Services. Give it a try. I'll do that in a little bit. Quinn! She's observing the red dragonfly. In fact, did I get a red dragonfly last time? I forget. Aha, the shadow gave it away. I did catch one before, so we don't need to... Whoop! Oh no, I guess that's it for my flimsy net. Let's clean up some more of these weeds, and then we'll go visit Blathers, I guess. I should also make a new net, so I'll grab some more tree branches. It also means I'm not going to be shaking any hardwood trees until I get the necessary amount of branches, because don't want a wasp nest to fall on my head. The tent is up and running. Let's stop in and say hi to our new friend. He's an owl with a dapper little bow tie. Whew, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Blathers. I'm exceedingly interested in the ecosystem of this island, thus I have come to conduct research, if you will. Aha! Could it be that you are What a Geek, the personage who chose the location for this tent? I am. A splendid job indeed. Thanks to you, I was able to alight on this island with nary a ruffled feather. Now, regarding the aforementioned research. Truth be told, I am determined to open a museum and, henceforth, dwell on this island amongst you. So should you discover a new type of insect or fish, do be so kind as to bring it here. I plan to exhibit these creatures, as well as those you gave Tom Nook, in the museum upon its completion. Though, I confess, there is one smallish problem regarding said museum. That is, I lack the number of exhibits needed to secure permission to open a museum proper. Empty display cases will not do, I'm told. Display cases with something to display, that is another matter. Which is where you come in, what? Allow me to explain. You see, it is not only insects and fish I plan to display in my esteemed institution, but fossils too, whoo! As it happens, there sits a substantial stretch of land beyond the river. I would bet my pin feathers this primitive plot is flush with the fossils I require. But the river, you say? I can't just hop over it, you say? Whoo, silly you! I have a solution as audacious as trying to populate an entirely deserted island. Hear that, Tom Nook? Pardon me, What a Geek, while I transmit the vital data to your Nook phone. How'd you get my number so fast? Did Nook give you it? There, you see, with wood gathered from I'll Do It, one can make a lengthy vaulting pole. This pole can be used to propel oneself across the river. Up and over you go, hooty hoo! I sent DIY schematics for a shovel to dig fossils from the ground as well, which brings me to my point. Please, What a Geek, cross the river and seek out these ancient relics. My feathers, I have blathered on far too long. But let me leave you with this. If I am to open the museum, I must acquire more items to exhibit, 15 more to be precise. I fervently hope you will donate your precious finds to the cause. And there we have it. We have, incentive to start up a museum by cataloging all of the local wildlife and the fossil life. Not counting the villagers, because they're not dead or insectoid enough. Some could be fishy enough, but that's another story. And speaking of fish... Always with the jukes. That's not far enough, is it? Dang, dude. Huh. Nope. He's not even looking this way anymore, is he? Nope, he turned around. And he turned around again. Okay, he's proven to be a bit too problematic. These weeds. Out of control. Stinky! Afternoon, guy. You doing good? Don't mind me, I'm just keeping the peace on. I'll do it. I try to do a few patrol jogs every day. And Quinn's still walking around. Whoop! She popped a squat. New bug, but I unfortunately have a slingshot, so give me a second. I don't have a bug net anymore. Gotta stop and smell the flowers now and then, you know. Running around everywhere will wear you out. Don't you think, Proper? That is one thing I didn't actually mention yesterday. That every animal has their own catchphrase or saying. Good news, we've placed a tape deck in front of resident services so you can enjoy group stretching sessions. Remember, Happy Island living begins with daily exercise. From Tom Nook. Stretching is something added in one of the later updates in this game. And we'll show that off some other time. We will get Nook points for it. Or Nook miles, rather. But it's not super important to do right now. Let's do some crafting. So we got the flimsy shovel, which we need hardwood for, and a vaulting pole, which we need softwood for. We also got the wood mini table, which we could make right now with the wood we've got. But I don't know if I really want to craft it just yet. I don't want to fill up my inventory too much. What I do need is hardwood, and I think I ran out of that at some point. What did I... Oh, I spent it on this crafting bench. That's right. So, let's go around and sling some shots. No, let's try to... Oh, hello. So, sometimes whenever you shake a hardwood tree, a random furniture item will pop out. So now we have a glass holder with candle. If we were to display it real quick... It's just a little candle. And you can put that on top of a table of some kind, which, coincidentally, we are able to make. This was planned. I promise. Don't believe me for a second, please. Made a wooden mini table. And, in fact... let's do some more interior decorating. Just a little bit, because I also want to offload some of my inventory. First of all, let's grab these back. Stack them on top of what we've got. I pushed the same button again. Right, this is new too. There we go. We'll put that in storage. Don't need the... Well, no, we will. We will need the flimsy watering can. I'm sorry. Don't need this for now. We'll put that in storage. Put that in storage. We'll move this up here. And that. And that. Okay. Decoration. Let's put the table down there while we're hovering over it. Then the glass holder with candle. And there we go. If we turn off the lights, the candle is burning bright too. Just as the lantern is. Alright. Now, time to go chopping wood. Something already fell out of this tree, so no more wasps will be able to fall out, which is nice. Did we catch a monarch? I thought we did. Oop, wrong way. There we go. You can't get me today, wasps. I'm ready to go. Acorn. There's a yellow butterfly. I think... Yeah, we did catch a yellow one. We didn't catch a white one. which I think is a common butterfly. Okay, we still don't have any hardwood, which I do want to get, because shovel is an incredibly useful tool. Oh, there's a bug in the water. Wrong way again. Whoops. There's a bug right over here. Oh, I almost had it. There we go. Yes! I caught a diving beetle. Now I'm making a splash. The diving beetle, yeah. It's a bug that can be found in the water. There are only a few bugs that do that, you can only find in or on the water. When it comes to a particular trick, some players of this game might already know what I'm about to bring up. When going to what are called Nook Island tours, the diving beetles end up becoming a little bit of a pain. Not for any really good reason, but for a reason, and we'll just leave it at that. Incentive to keep checking out these episodes when I inevitably do go and find a Nook Island tour and have problems with the diving beetles. So stick around. I think we only have 3 hardwood, and we need 5 for a shovel. I could chop wood on the pear trees, but I also don't want to cut down all the pears just yet. I have no reason to keep them, mind you. I just don't feel the need to hold on to that many. Okay, that's all of the hardwood we need, and we almost certainly have all the softwood we need. So, let's get to crafting some tools. Shovel. I actually might have miscounted how many pieces of hardwood we had. That's my B. And the vaulting pole. Alright, we've got tons of things in our inventory at the moment. So, how's about we quickly visit Blathers and donate a couple of our items. Grab another branch on the way. Oh, maybe I should show off what it's like to try to pick up something when you already have a full inventory. Oh, you're here already. Give me a second. Message in a bottle. Huh? My pockets are full already. Should I swap it with something? So you can choose to swap it, in which case you just drop something currently in your inventory. It has to be something you can drop, otherwise nothing will happen. But in a message bottle, dearest reader, are you paying proper attention to your appearance, darling? A mirror can help you put yourself together. I've included a DIY mirror recipe in this bottle. Do make one for yourself when the mood strikes. Best wishes, Monique. And it gives you a DIY recipe. As you progress in the game, these messages in a bottle, you'll end up finding a lot of the same over and over. Anyway, there's a bird I want to talk to, and his name is Blathers. Hello, bird. Please let me know if you have items to donate or need assistance. I'm here to help. Who? Marvelous. What would you like to donate? I'll be fast-forwarding through text whenever we have something new to provide him. Eek! A wasp! The horror, the repugnance! Good heavens, I must maintain my composure. I beg your pardon, bugs. I do detest them. Still, there's much I can tell you about the insect you apprehended, if you insist, that is. And he does have something interesting to say about everything that you can bring him. Early on, you can only donate one thing at a time, but later on, you can donate multiple things, and you will miss out on explanations. But early on, we'll listen to what he has to say. Whew, allow me to share a fact with you. Wasps are sometimes called meat bees because they eat meat. Meat! Of almost any sort. Surely you've seen what a menace they make of themselves at picnics. That's my other name. 'Tis hardly the worst of it, what? Aggressive predators with venomous stingers. Wasps not only hunt and eat other insects, they paralyze their prey, then drag their victims home alive, leaving them for their larvae to feed upon. Suddenly a simple sting seems quite tolerable. Any hoot, my sincerest thanks for your donation. And though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best of care here. By the by, I wonder if you have anything else that could be donated, and if so, might I take it for you? Alright, let's donate something else. We only got 2 other bugs, so he's gonna freak out about it. Eek, a diving beetle! What a wretched thing! My other name. Alas, I am obliged to ask, would you like to learn more about the specimen? I see. In that case, the dastardly diving beetle, famous for its distinctive round shape and its voracious appetite. This powerful predator uses thick back legs covered in hairs to paddle after its prey, and it uses suction cups on its front legs to grip its quarry for good. My own legs have gone weak thinking about it. Any hoot. And he says the same thing again. Let's show him the red dragonfly. A wretched thing, sure, sure. Please tell me. I won't deny that the wretched red dragonfly is an elegant aeronaut. It manipulates its 4 wings quite uniquely, so it can hover and maneuver through the air with ease. But the veins on its wings, what ghastly things! One can't help but gasp at the sight of them. Appalling aerodynamics indeed. Any hoot, we're done here. So that's 3 things. We need 12 donations. Alrighty. Well, we've got a lot of other things outside. I don't think we have quite enough for 12. But, I want more inventory space before I go picking all these up. That is 4, 5, that's 9. So, we would need 3 other things to donate. Hey, you. Oh, sorry, fellas, already licked all these cookies, had to test for raisins. Now, vast storms are coming, brace yourselves, lads. Hard to starboard, tough to port, stern to stern. Blech! Who's at the helm? Just give it 5 more minutes. Sorry, fellas. I licked all these cookies. With all the cookies. No, you walk the plank, Ahab. Think you're so smart. Just... Blah. Do you have my pickled herring pizza? I already tipped online, so... Wait, I don't see a pizza. Where am I? Who are you? Who am I? Oh, hang on, I know that one. I'm none other Oliver than Gulliver, a seafaring seagull of the 7 seas. Were you the one who kept nudging me just now? Thanks for the wake-up call. Those tasty hallucinations tend to sneak up on me. Can you find it in your heart to forgive this waterlogged bird brain? I'm reading your vacant expression as a yes. Phew! Guess I dozed off and tumbled overboard again. That's an endearing character trait of mine. Me crewmates love it when I sip over the bow. Ha! Don't worry, the fellows will be here to rescue me in no time. Got an ace up my wing, you see. I'll just call for help using my handy-dandy, oh my gosh! My handy-dandy communicator is broken. This isn't handy or dandy. Aw, sardines, it's all cracked and busted. Looks like it's missing a few communicator parts, too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me on their own. That could take a while. I've only got enough nautical puns to last for a couple of hours. I'm begging you here, will you look for my communicator parts, please? No way. I mean, I'll look for them. Really? Wow! I haven't gotten the reception this sweet and bubbly since I washed up at Old Coral Cola. Communicator parts are probably buried in the sand somewhere. I'm just missing 5 parts. If you find them, I'll try to cram them back in here. I'm sure my crewmates are looking for me, so I'll better stay here and watch for the boat. I'll leave the searching to you. I believe in you, partner. I don't have much of a choice. Gulliver! His side quest that you can do whenever he shows up in your game, he is one of many visitor characters, and he will assign you 1 quest per time he shows up, and it's always the same one. You have to dig at these bubbling spots for his communicator parts. So, walk around the sandy beaches and watch for any sprays that come up from the sand. And it might be a communicator part. There's another thing that might show up here. There it is. It is a manila clam. Manila is my favorite flavor of clam. This manila clam could be used as fishing bait. I've got an idea for a DIY recipe. They could be used as fish bait. And whenever you throw fish bait into the water, you can just force a fish to spawn. Now, I don't think manila clams stack, actually. They do not. So, if we catch any more, we're going to have to let some go. Oh, it's one right below it. So, we're going to get the prompt to say, but my pockets are full. We can just let it go. It'll poof out of existence or dig back under the sand. And rinse and repeat. Good news is that the communicator parts do stack, so we can just keep running up and down And if we do find any communicator parts, then they'll be safe in our inventory. Manila clams, not so much. I probably could and should go ahead and craft some fish bait, but there's only so much I can make at the moment, and I don't want to keep going back and forth to craft more. It's just going to be a thing. It's going to be a lot faster to just keep digging at these spots, trying to find the communicator parts. Obviously, you got to keep an eye out for the spritzes in the sand, because sometimes they blend in with the footprints. I think we've exhausted what's available at this. Nope, nope. There's one that just spawned. Think we're missing one communicator part? We sure are. Gulliver is also the site of a very annoying Nook Mile achievement. If you have to rescue him, I think 30 times before he gives you a recipe for what is known as the golden shovel. So that means for 30 days out of however long you play, I think it's 30, he has to be a visitor, and he can only show up once per week. So, yeah, once per week, and 30 times, on a good year, that's 30 weeks. That's over half a year. And then he gives you the golden shovel. This man's. Hey, did you find him? Got him right here. Oh, that's them! Those are definitely my communicator parts. Come here, you little troublemakers. Ta-da! I should mention real quick before we get too far away from the topic. The golden shovel is not the only thing he can give you. In fact, it is in your best interest to help him every time, because he does give you neat furniture items and clothing items just for rescuing him. He'll give them to you the next day. Alright, the pieces are crammed back in here. Let's see if this thing can send a message. SOS. Ahoy there, crew. It's me, your brother from another rudder. So listen, it happened again. Can you swing by to pick me up? Sending my coordinates now. Gulliver over and out. There, that should do it. You're the best. Thanks for all your help. I promise to return the favor. Be sure to check your mail in a few days. I'm going to send you something that'll knock your flippers off. Just make sure you put some flippers on before you open it, okay? I'm saved. Nothing to do now but pace back and forth for the next few hours. Better get started. And he'll do as he said. He's just going to walk around here for a bit. You can talk to him. He doesn't have anything to talk to you about, so do what you want. As for what I want, what do I want to do? What do I got? A lot of things. I want to stop in at resident services. I want to see, well, first I want to talk to Nook, see if he wants to tell me anything new. I also want to do some shopping at the ABD. Oh, he does have something to talk about. So you see, since the number of homeowners is increasing, I agreed that we need to build a shop. However, when it comes to building supplies, our customers' homes should take priority. I have every confidence that you'll find a way to handle this little puzzle. The two of you have been training under me for how many years now, This should be a piece of cake. Well, hello there, what a geek. Are you happy with your home? Is it meeting your expectations? I bet you'll be a lot more comfortable now. Houses are so different from tents, You can freely change up the flooring and wallpaper. And you've got some built-in storage so you can put away any furniture you aren't using. Oh yes, there's more. All homeowners are automatically registered with the Happy Home Academy. The HHA, as we call it, will evaluate your home on a regular basis and send you helpful advice. They even send rewards to members whose homes achieve high ratings. Their evaluations won't intrude on your day-to-day life, so there's no need to worry. Just enjoy the fun. Which brings us to your bill. Your new home loan. That'll be 98,000 bells, please. Can I pay in miles? Oh, I'm sorry. That was a special offer that only applied to your initial getaway package fees. I think he realized that paying in miles doesn't get him any money, so he took that option away. He initially did have it planned for future loans, but then after the first time he realized it was a bad idea for his business ventures, so he just canceled it outright. That's my lore anyway. You'll have to make loan payments with bells now. But don't worry, you can pay in installments, big or small. Payments can be made using the ABD feature of the Nook style. I think that's everything I need to tell you about homes today. But I do have a nice surprise for you. I do hope you're ready for this. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a premium miles redemption item, a Nook Miles ticket. A Nook Miles ticket is a special travel voucher you can only get by redeeming Nook Miles. It's a conundrum, We want to improve our island, but still hold on to that deserted island magic. Well, now you can do both. You can use one of these tickets to do some island hopping and venturing, yes. Go anytime you want. Well, maybe you're looking to meet some new characters or gather materials for DIY projects. Your trip is yours to enjoy in the way you like. I've left your ticket at the counter in the airport, so use it whenever the travel mood strikes. Now then, go enjoy life in your freshly built home, indeed. Cool. What's over here? We also get bonus Nook Mile points. This second day in a row bugs me immensely because it's the only time that you get not a multiple of 50 in bonus miles. So as soon as you get 2 days in a row, you get 80 miles, so then your Nook Miles will always have the second to last digit be an 8 or a 3, and it bugs me so much. And then when you reset your streak, you then get another multiple of 80. You get either the second last digit being a 6 or a 1. Sorry. If we redeem Nook Miles, we can see what options we have here. Nook Miles tickets themselves go for 2,000. Island Life 101, this was a feature that was offered to us earlier, but I declined it. Now, if you really want it, you can purchase it for 400. Custom Design Pro Editor, this is an app for your phone for more custom design options. Pretty good tools recipe. I believe that's for upgrading your regular tools into stronger ones that don't break as easily, which is very good. I would highly recommend grabbing that. Pocket Organization Guide. Pocket Organization so you can carry more items. I want that. It's 5,000 miles, though. We got a lot of other things here. Hairstyles, hair colors, wetsuit, more clothing, furniture. Actually, no furniture just yet. Fan, pendant, wall, flooring, rug. Some, yeah, and then you can just organize it by that. But yeah. So here are the things I want to get. Number one, tool ring. It's very cheap, and it's going to let us have a wheel, like an item wheel, for the tools that we use. This totally makes sense. When I'm outside, I can press up on the D-pad to use the tool ring. I've been instinctively pushing up on the D-pad whenever I want to toggle my items because I'm so used to having that. The next thing I want to get is the Pocket Organization Guide because I want more inventory space. So I'm definitely going to save up miles for that. After that, pretty good tools recipe is going to be on the list. But there's also a second upgrade for inventory space, and I'm definitely going to get that later. Congratulations on your new home. I have something I would like to chat about if you have the moment, that is. It is a bit of a proposal, so if now's not a good time, I understand completely. No pressure. Very good. I'll get right to the point. I'm hoping that you might be interested in collaborating on a new venture, building a new shop. After all, a little island community is growing and our needs are growing too. I'd love to offer a much wider inventory of goods, but as you can see, I am a bit limited here. I've already spoken with our fearless leader, of course, and he agrees that we have a need. But here's the thing. Building materials are hard to get, so can we set them aside for building a shop? I really don't see it since we'll need those materials for residential projects, but I have an idea. Yes, you can gather up materials from around the island, right? From the trees and rocks? Our environmental review even suggests there will be zero impact to native flora or fauna. But I'm getting off track. We'll need a lot of materials for a proper shop, and we will, of course, offer compensation for your efforts. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, I know this is a lot, but I put together a list of the items I'd like you to gather. We'll need 30 pieces of each of regular wood, hardwood, and softwood, and 30 iron nuggets. I'm not concerned about where these materials come from. They could come from this island or any other. And you can gather these materials at your own pace. Once you have a set of something, come see me. Whew, that's a lot. But sure, we can do it. And you, what should I do? Yes, that is the question. I must thank you for offering to help gather materials for the new shop. That's very generous. Okay, so his advice is either going to be museum-related or Timmy-Tommy related. Which is fine. I was expecting him to say other things. Oh, what's up? What's up, Quinn? What's up? I heard you were getting stuff together for a shop. That's right. Ha! Knew it. Well, thanks for doing your part for I'll Do It. Oh, I got an idea. If they got you gathering stuff for a shop, you might want this. What is it? So I figured how to make that shovel from this awesome collection of DIY recipes I got with my miles. If I remember right, it's called Pretty Good Tools Recipe. So far, everything I've built from there has been super sturdy. Anyway, if you dig that shovel, go get that collection. You'll be buried in shovels in no time proper. Sweet, free shovel. I didn't remember that was a thing. But rather than being a flimsy shovel, this one is straight up just a shovel. So that's really handy. Oh yeah, also, the wheel! This is the tool ring, so you can assign things to your north, south, east, west, and then the corners for easy access. Quinn and Stinky wave to each other, but they don't want to talk any more past that. Okay, I'm going to put my flimsy shovel at the bottom. I'm just used to it being there. I'll put the fishing rod up there. We'll put the net there. The axe here. And then anything else is up in the air. I think I used to put the watering can there, slingshot there, and then vaulting pole in one of the other two. I think that's how I used to do it. Well, if it doesn't feel familiar, then I will adjust accordingly. Let's pop some miles. Chop wood. DIY projects. You've got the bug. Freshly delivered egg. Oh no, for bugs? Yeesh. We've got 2,000 now. Make that 2,330. Gulliver's Travails. Flightless fowl. But he's a seagull. Or pelican, rather. Maybe he is a seagull. Either way, Shady Shakedown. And that's it. What are our other Miles Plus things? We got, sell fruit, which we could do, actually. Sell shells, and capture a memory. So, let's find one of the villagers. Where's Quinn? I saw... Okay, there she is. Let's pull out our camera. Oh, no. Where's she going? Quinn? Quinn? Quinn, come back. Hello. You want to pose for a picture with me? I don't think she wants to pose for a picture with me. Wait, come back. She never knew what she was getting into when she denied me the picture. Anyway, oh, wait. I can't sit, but cool. All right, and that's some Nook Miles. There is also a regular Nook Miles achievement for popping a bunch of Nook Miles Plus achievements. So we'll take care of our dailies, and then... Oh, shoot. I'm still full on inventory. Alright, I'll put down these tree branches, then. We'll do these. Do. Oh, wait, do I still have the apples? I do. Okay, cool. Cool. Where do I want to plant these apple trees? Because now we have the shovel, we can actually get more fruit trees planted. So go into our inventory after digging a hole, plant one, and now a sprout has sprouted. And after a few days, that sprout will turn into a regular old tree. Ain't that cool? And how about here? 2 apple trees right there. Let's put this other one over by the other area of commerce. How about by this pond? Maybe not lined up completely with the one below it. Right there looks good. Cool. We also did pop some miles for planting fruit, specifically an apple tree. So that means we can also get one for planting a pear tree, which I should do right around here. Not specifically here, but I mean, anywhere works. Gets them miles. Unpairable. Pair. Oh, wait, there was more? Oh, yeah, first photo. Photogenic photographer. Alright. Now, we still don't have a whole lot of inventory space. Alright, time to use the slingshot. It's hard to see right now. I'll show it in just a second. But when you use it, you only aim up and in front of you. So, whenever a balloon is in front of you, just let fly, and it should pop whatever is directly above you. And it's only ever balloons. Present, we have a leaf campfire DIY recipe. This is actually a seasonal recipe. So if we head into our recipes here. Leaf campfire. Pine cones, clumps of weeds, and tree branch, and you can just craft a leaf campfire. Very nice. I also did pop some miles. At least it said we did. Huh. Okay, weird. I thought I saw a notification button on there. Maybe I was imagining things. What was I coming over here to do? Probably nothing super important. But I guess I will store these items. There is an item that was added later on in the game's life, that is, that allowed you to access your inventory from wherever you wanted, just as long as the furniture was there. And it was very useful. In fact, is very useful. However, I don't have access to it right now, so I can't make it for day-to-day activities at the moment. I should have crafted a fish bait for the sake of storing it, but now I'll go ahead and just craft the fish bait for usage. Fish bait. Ta-da! Now let's head down here. Right around this river mouth. Fish bait. Scatter the food. And a fish shadow shows up. Now, this is incredibly useful for things like a fishing tourney, which it happens every now and then. Yes! Caught a black bass, the most metal of all fish! And in those fishing tournaments where you're actually timed on how well you perform, by the way, look, I dug up 1,000 bells. Every day you'll have... I'm sorry, let me finish my first thought before I get started on this new one. You'll be able to keep spawning fish, and because you have a certain amount of time to fish for things, you can get a lot of fish in a short amount of time as long as you carry a lot of fish bait. Alright, new thought. Digging up this golden spot on the ground will net you 1,000 bells, and each day the spot is randomized. If we put away the bells that we get, we have now 1,000 extra bells. There's another perk to using these, however. You can bury bells if you have them on hand. I don't have much to bury right now, but I will take 3,000 bells out of my current savings and bury in whole. And now, wait a minute. That's a sapling. Turns out what I've just planted is a money tree, and that'll grow over the course of a few days. Money trees, I can't remember the exact amount. I think it's, at most, will give you 99,999 bells, but that's a chance of that occurring. If you put in more than 10,000, you either get, after a few days, 3 bags of 10,000 bells each, or 3 bags of however much money you just put in. But it's less likely that you'll get back all of what you put into that money hole if you put more than 10,000. So if I have the funds for it, and if I keep remembering to do it, I'll be trying to put 10,000 bells into the money hole each time. But we'll let that grow on its own for now. We got both of those. I'm gonna go search for shells now. Were there any on this beach? No, but there's a raccoon and a bird. And a fish. I don't think... Nope. Don't get super excited about huge fish shadows. Especially when they're in the ocean. Because one of the most common fish that you'll find, and I'm pretty sure this is one of them, in the ocean, is also going to be one you're going to hate seeing going forward. Not this, although this one is also a pretty common one you're going to hate seeing if you're looking for a rarer fish. But we have the olive flounder. That's not the pits. Get it? Because olives have pits. My fishing rod! That is precarious, Quinn, but, I mean, you do you. I also see a white butterfly up here. Whoop! Missed. Come here. Yes! I caught a common butterfly. They often flutter by. I haven't brought it up yet. Whenever the text box, whenever you catch a bug or a fish, whenever it says yes, that means it is a new capture that has been registered to your Critterpedia. So that's really handy for when you're looking for new things and you don't remember what you have caught and what you haven't. You don't have to always check your Critterpedia. Just as long as that text box shows up where it says yes, then you know for sure, okay, no, I definitely caught that. Generally, how I like to play is if I've caught something new, I immediately go and give it to Blathers before doing anything else with it. Because at least that way I'll know that I caught something new, therefore Blathers has it, therefore I don't need to worry about holding on to it possibly for sales later. How much space do I have? Not a ton. That's 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's an extra wasp down here, so I don't need to worry about donating that one. Blath! What would I like to donate? How about a fish for once? Whoo! Woohoo! This is undoubtedly a fish! I mean, a black bass! Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your black bass? Wonderful! I would love nothing more. The black bass is a formidably strong fish and as such is a common target for sport anglers. In some areas, there are even those who professionally catch just black bass. Yet in other areas where they are not native, they are considered an ecological nuisance, invasive even. One cannot help but wonder who is to blame for their invasion, who? And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Bravo and thank you. Once the museum is complete, it shall be displayed with the utmost dignity. As you can tell, Blathers does have a bit of a bias towards fish over bugs, because he hates bugs. Despite being an owl, and I think owls do eat bugs. But, I don't know. I'm not an ecologist. Did you know that the olive flounder is the same shape as other fish when it hatches? But as it grows, it gets both wider and flatter, and can reach some 3 feet long. These flat fish spend much of their lives buried under the sandy ocean floor, waiting for prey to happen by. Imagine the surprise for said prey when they strike. It would be as if your kitchen floor were to bite you. And there you have it. Alright, let's donate some more. I know you hate bugs, but bear with me. Eek a bear! The common butterfly would have you believe it is but a beautiful friend flitting prettily about the flowers. That was a tough sentence. English is a hard language. Bah, I say, they may seem innocent things with their pretty white wings, but they hide a dark side. The common butterfly caterpillar is called a cabbage worm, you see, and is the most voracious pest and Sith Lord. The ravenous beasts chew through cabbage, broccoli, kale, and the like with devastating gusto. And my feathers, their green coloring is truly gross. A horrific hue, I say. Pretty sure he has something negative to say about every fish you get. Fish. Some fish. But every bug you give him. I would like to hear more. Earth-boring dung beetles are considered quite handsome by some, thanks to excuse me, I had some bugs in my teeth. Thanks to their metallic luster. In fact, some even think them to be good omens and bringers of favorable fortune. But I must protest! These field-ravaging pests love to burrow under piles of dung and lay their eggs. They raise their young under dung! Need I say more? Ick, I think not. These beetles have poo brain! Crawfish. Poyai. Mela. Woohoo! So you have found a crawfish. Neither crab nor lobster. Crawfish evolved in an interesting manner. Beware their fearsome pinchy pinchers. Behold their many legs. I say, it is a bit bug-like, eh what? The more I look at it, the more unsettled I feel. Let's be done with this and never speak of it again, shall we? Bravo and thank you. Once the museum is complete, it will be displayed with utmost dignity. Next. Bug. Eek! In point of fact, rice grasshoppers are an awful pest. They devour rice plants and wipe out the crucial crop. But revenge is sweet. These bugs are edible, you see, and so some folks eat them as a way to get rid of them. When boiled in soy sauce, rice grasshoppers are quite tasty, it's said. Though why anyone would put an insect in their mouth is beyond me. The mere thought gives me gags. Anywho, my sincerest thanks for your donation. And though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best of care here. Next. Bug. Did you know the monarch butterfly migrates south for the winter and returns north for the summer? Indeed, these horrid orange beasties do not tolerate the cold and travel 3,000 miles to escape the winter. During the journey, they cluster together in trees by the thousands just to stay warm. Imagine, hordes of the foul, flittering fiends huddled together in one place. If only they'd put on tiny coats instead. I actually, as a kid, raised a couple of monarch butterflies, which then migrated down to Mexico, I think. And then we went to visit them at the rainforest where all the monarch butterflies gathered. Although I don't think those specific butterflies survived that long. Tiger butterflies are known for their majestic wings, which many consider quite beautiful. Truth be told, I found them monstrous. The strange striped patterns, they give this owl the goosebumps. And while you may imagine young tiger butterfly larvae to look like lovely green caterpillars, it's not so. Why, when tiger butterflies are but babes, they're covered in unsightly white, brown, and black spots. In this way, they camouflage themselves as bird droppings. Putrid pests indeed. So, do they resemble owl droppings, or just general bird droppings? I'm asking the hard-hitting questions here. Woohoo! It's a goldfish. Goldfish are so cute and delicate, but do you know how big they can get? Why, they can grow up to a foot in length! Well, sometimes. The size of the tank they're kept in tends to restrict their growth. And just how big will this goldfish get in our large museum tank? I look forward to finding out. How many specimens have we donated? 3 donations left. Okay. Well, we should probably go donate the fossils that have been available to us all day. Because we've had the vaulting pole for a while, but we haven't actually used it. And we've already donated the red dragonfly, so we can just sell that one. We do have 3 beasts here. Yes, I'm calling them beasts, but only 2 of them can be donated, so what is the point? How's about this fish over yonder? That was a whiff. Wow, immediately. I think that's another black bass. Nope, that's another salmon. These things are pretty... they don't sell for much. So, in the future, yeah, what am I trying to say here? Don't be surprised if I end up just throwing a fish away instead of selling it later. Pay dirt! That's for finding the, bells in the ground. This is catching 10 fish. And that's it. Now for the, moment of the day. The discovery of the day. The treasure! Fossils! These are unidentified fossils at the moment. But if we bring him to Blathers, he'll be able to tell us exactly what's what, spelled W-O-T. Now, rocks. We have access to more of them now. Remember how yesterday I was bonking them with an axe and was sliding backwards? Let me teach you a trick. If you dig around yourself so that you cannot move backwards diagonally, and you stand in a corner like this, then you can pretty solidly get all 8 bonks on a rock. So let's try that. Uh-oh. Okay, just barely got that last one. But we got all 8 bonks. Bunch of stone, some clay finally, and what's that down there? A gold nugget. Gold nuggets in Animal Crossing New Leaf, the one that came before this game, different types of gemstones would be able to pop out of whatever one rock was bonkable in the day. But here in New Horizons, it's only gold that can pop out, and it's a rare drop for stone deposits. Yes, I caught a paper kite butterfly. Do I read it, fly it, or spread it on toast? But now, golden nuggets allow you to craft golden items. So if you collect a lot of them, you can actually use them in crafting recipes, which is pretty neat. You can also sell them for a fair bit of change. The nuggets, that is, but you can also then just sell the things you make with them at that point. More fossils. Unfortunately, the roses that are up on the cliffs still elude us. We cannot get higher, we can only get across water. So that'll have to wait for a little bit. And wait a minute, did I hear something right? I might have been hearing things. I thought I heard chirping as though there was a cricket around here. Maybe it's just that my TV is really low. So I'm going to turn it up in the meantime. Might be able to hear it a little bit better that way. Man, those roses still elude me. Curse you. And there are also cedar trees up there. I don't think their wood drop rates are any different to the regular hardwood trees. But they can drop pine cones whenever you shake them in the fall. So for that campfire, or leaf campfire recipe, it'd be nice to get at them. Oh, my pockets are already full? Eesh. Well, I guess I'll just go for the shell thing in a little bit. Just trying to see if there's anything else of note. There's the pier, which for some reason was established on a side of the island that no one could get to. Don't know how that was doable. Get this last fossil. And we'll swap it with the dragonfly. Bury that sucker. Whoop, never mind. Anything else over yonder? Man, this cliff is right next to those rocks. That's disconcerting, to say the least. Feels very claustrophobic. The situation, not me. I'm not claustrophobic, not at all. What are you talking about? Get me away from that close space. I think we've gotten all the dig spots out of the way, so let's hop over yonder. Is that a regular dragonfly? That one on the right is. Okay, that one that was flying around also is. Let's go chat up Blathers yet again. And before I go forgetting again, let's pop these miles. And wait a minute. Hey, we got 5,000 Nook miles. Okay, we need to make a stop. We need to go get more inventory space. Hey, yo, Nook, open up. Let's do some Nook Mile Redemption, and Pocket Organization Guide. Gimme, 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 gimme. Waha! And with that, we have another row for our inventory. 10 extra spaces. That will still fill up incredibly quickly. I mean, it's gonna happen. That's an inevitability. Even when you have 4 lines of inventory space, your inventory gets filled up really quick when you have a lot of things you want to do. But oh well. Blathers, I've got fossils. Could you analyze them for me? Hello. Fossil. Whoo! Indeed, there can be no doubt. This is a fossil! Incredible, wonderful, remarkable! My intuition was impeccable. There are fossils on this island! But I digress. Back to the matter at Wing. I must assess your fabulous find. Let me see here. Indeed. Woohoo! This is most assuredly a Milocunmingia. My feathers, what a fabulous fossil, thank you. This Milocunmingia would be a sizable step towards opening the museum. I wonder, would you perhaps consider donating this ancient relic to the cause? I'm donating it. Hoot, how wonderful. I'll add this to our collection with the utmost haste. I never thought I'd lay eyes on such a well-preserved Dear me, might I give you a short presentation on the topic? I am quite knowledgeable, you know. Wonderful! 'Tis fascinating stuff, I assure you. Now, where to begin? Said to be one of the oldest fish-like animals, it lived well before the dinosaurs. It was about an inch long and seemed to have had no lower jaw. It is awe-inspiring imagining such ancient life. There is much we still don't know. We may yet discover even older organisms with even fewer jaws. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Alright. This also applies to the fossil you've brought this time, but only a specialist such as myself can appraise a newly discovered fossil to determine its proper designation. From now on, do please bring me any fossil of unknown origins you find. Whether or not you choose to donate it is up to you. Either way, I shall gladly assess it. I've got something! It's another... oh. It's a paper kite butterfly. Now, let's have him assess the fossils. And you can do multiples at once. Ooh, more than one I see. Let us take a closer look, shall we? Ooh, hoo-hoo! These are rare fossils, each and every one, and have not appeared in our collection. I say, you have quite the knack for finding valuable fossils. I'm terribly jealous. I only hope I can convince you to donate these and help expand our little museum. In the meantime, I shall return them to you, but do think on what I said. Hoo-hoo! Because you can't accept all of them at once, at this current juncture. Once the museum is built proper, he would be able to accept all of them at the same time. But for right now, it's one at a time. The Quetzal torso. Ooh, could it be? It is a Quetzal torso. I never thought I'd lay eyes on such a well-preserved Quetzal torso. Dear me, might I give you a short presentation? The Quetzalcoatlus, the undisputed ruler of the skies, at least during the late Cretaceous period. It had a magnificent wingspan of roughly 36 feet, making it one of the largest flying animals ever. While it no doubt soared magnificently, we now know that it also crawled on all fours. It's a bit disappointing, really. This illustrious sky god scrabbling on the ground like a common beetle. They say you should never meet your heroes. And that is what I have to say about that. Okay, one more donation and we can get the museum going proper. Here we go. What do we got? This is Parasaur tail and Dimetrodon skull. Parasaur. Alright, here we go. Hooty hoo, Parasaurolophus. I hope I put the correct enunciation on each correct syllable. I like to think of it as the beast with the golden tones. You see, the 3-foot structure of the hollow bone atop its head may have been an elaborate noisemaker. As a dyed-in-the feathers optimist and music fan, I like to think it serenaded the late Cretaceous. And that is what I have to say about that. In my head, it's just a tuning fork on its head. I do believe this means Yes, huzzah, hooray! We have acquired the number of specimens required. My feathers, I am at a loss for words. Never would I have imagined we could reach our donation goal. On this, my very first day on the island. The generosity that made this possible, the passion, I am humbled by the spirit if I'll do it. And you, I guess. Now we can submit our application to build a proper museum. Oh my, I must make haste and prepare for the museum opening. There's so much to do, hooty hoo! Thank you so very much, What a Geek. Well, you're welcome, and now I don't think we can actually donate anything more. Museum construction is about to begin, and thus I cannot accept new donations at this time. However, requests for fossil appraisals are still most welcome. I'm fine. I won't be here tomorrow due to the construction, so if you have fossils for me to assess, come by today. I think we're all good on the fossil front, though. So yeah, museum construction will occur tomorrow, locking us out of donating anything, but we can still leave whatever we want out here, including fossils. Place this, and boom! That's what the Dimetrodon skull looks like. Or at least, yeah, the front half of the Dimetrodon. The other half is still missing in action. We'll also put the paper kite butterfly down, and we'll just wait for the museum to finish up. Alright, next item on the agenda, I think for me, will be finishing up the dailies. So, sell fruit and sell shells. I need 10 shells, so this is 3. And then I also want to start cutting a lot of wood. Because we're going to need to get a lot for Timmy or Tommy or both. I could try to catch that fish, or that fish. Or both. Let's catch both. And because the museum is out tomorrow, maybe I'll go around and actually, like, weed everything. Whoops. A little early on that. Come here, you. It's a big shadow, but not a strong vibration, so it's just a salmon. Did I see the fluttering wings of some rare bug? I don't think I did. At least I didn't think I did, and I did not. So hey. Go figure. How many shells were we at? 4 sand dollars, a cowrie, a Venus comb, and a sea snail. So that's 7. 8, 9, 10. And while we're here, you might notice on the rocks right up ahead, there are some wharf roaches. So, let's go ahead and wallop. The rest of them scatter, but we still get a wharf roach. This water-loving roach has no pier. If he walked south a little bit, he would have been able to find one, but I digress. And how about you? Are you a new fish? What do we got? What do we got? It is a puffer fish or a blowfish. It's a puffer fish. I thought you would be tougher fish. Haha, because it rhymes. Monarch butterfly. We already got one of those. Nothing else of note up here. Okay, let's do some more bonking. Cool. Alternatively, you don't have to dig holes in order to stop yourself. You could put furniture items, or if you really want to, full-grown trees. There was a rock down here, wasn't there? Yeah. You could theoretically attempt to do this trick by doing this and standing in the middle, but you still slide to the side, which then ends up facing you like right around here, or was it here? And at that point, you don't end up hitting the rock. You dig a hole, or try to dig a hole right here, messing up your combo. So I just tend to do the corner trick. And there we go. The final one of a money rock drops, I want to say anywhere from 7 to 10,000 bells. Don't quote me on that, but it's a lot of bells. So it's always in your best interest to go for all 8. Also pretty coincidental that this rock was the money rock both days in a row. There was not another rock over here. But there was one right up here. And a big fish shadow. I think that's just gonna be a bass, though. The ponds don't usually have really rare fish. Oh no, it's a catfish. It's not a rare fish, but it's still a catfish. I'm more of a dogfish person. Not me. I'm actually a catfish person. Not that I own a catfish. What are you talking about? Also, this is a pretty interesting spot for a rock directly in front of this tree. I think this one spawned overnight. I don't remember how many rocks are allowed to be on an island. I think it's 5. I think 5 rocks can be on the island at any given time. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should show off one thing about fruit and rocks. Trust me, this will make sense in a second. So, if you don't like the location of a rock, if you eat a fruit, not only can you potentially uproot an entire tree, poof. I mean, after digging up an entire tree, I would imagine that would ruin a lot of shovels. Not only that, but if you eat fruit, you can also bust open a rock for a 9th pickup, and it's usually just a stone inside the rock. But now, tomorrow, another rock will spawn somewhere on the island, wherever there's space to spawn, so just an empty tile, basically. And, yeah. Oh, I didn't actually bonk this one yet. What am I doing? Alrighty. I hope everyone's enjoying not just this playthrough, but the music that's playing. Because I really love this song. I mentioned it last time, but it's still relevant. I do really love this song so much. There's a stink bug up on that white rose up there, but we still can't ascend yet, so gotta leave it. Hey! It's a goby, I think. Yeah, freshwater goby. Time to go bye-bye. Or go bye. Go bye-bye. More shells up here. Might as well pick them up. Extra selling money. Should I gather more wood? How much inventory do I have? Not much. But I do have enough for the wood. Just not for the wasp and the wasp nest, should I find any. And I probably would find some. No pun intended on the wood thing. Let's put the goby down here. Actually, let's put a lot of these down here. Catfish. That cicada is making a lot of noise. Now that is a sad-looking catfish. Let's leave on some lights for it. We'll put the goby. There you go. Hang out with your buds. The wharf roach. There we go. friends, the lot of them. That might be another catfish, so not gonna bother with that. Stinky, how you doing with the fishing? There's no fish there. Check me out. I'm gonna catch the biggest, baddest fish on the island. Gah! You do you, man. Good luck. Yeah, I'm good to sell some stuff. Let me just orient these things so I know what to sell and what not to sell. There we go. That was good. And maybe I should buy some things from the Nook shopping on the ABD. I should not have talked to you, Mr. Business Venture. I meant to talk to Mr. Business Venture over here. About building a shop, later. What exactly are you offering? Good question. I'm offering a salmon, some shells, a bug, some fruit, more shells, another shell, a fish, not clay, another shell, a fourth shell, a fifth shell, which isn't even a shell. And there we go. 7,440 bells. Not terrible this early on, but not great either. And our Nook Miles popped. We got sell fruit and sell shells. So now we have another one for chopping wood, which is good, because I do still want to do that before the day is up. Island Ichthyologist. Pesca Pro. We got another one. Be Shellfish. For selling a lot of seashells on the seashore. Earning Nook Miles for Nook Miles. That's it. Alright, time to buy. You can buy an ACNH Nintendo Switch, although that's pretty expensive. It's probably about the same price as a regular Switch in yen. So maybe 1 bell equates to 1 yen in this game. A drying rack. Seems pretty neat. I'll take that. Denim cap. Green oval glasses. Privet tee. Chino pants. Rain boots. I'm good. Go KK Rider. Alright. And I should buy some more things just to close out the, like what I... Close out the 5 items a day thing. We'll get Dongo. And one more thing. How about some mooncakes? And we can't buy anything else, right? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it also applied to seasonal items and special order items. Can we get anything else with these Nook Miles at the moment? I mean, we can, just nothing I'd really... Well, I don't know. Maybe I do want a wetsuit. That'll depend on if the Nookling over there accepts or is even selling regular old wetsuits. Wetsuits weren't added in this game until a little bit later. Also, he still has the same 2 things, huh? Interesting. Mums, lilies, and roses. We already have lilies out by our house. I will take a few white lily bags. I'll take 5. DIY for beginners, water and canceling shot. Nope, I'm good. We popped some more achieves. Alright, what say you guys to a little bit of some wood chopping? Because we definitely need to get a lot of wood for the Nooklings. I also do want to plant these white lilies. But now I'm thinking if I shouldn't just let these grow in first. What I will do, at least, is plant one here. Oh wait, did I have the wrong plant? No, I didn't. I'm good. The stems look different to the starts, so that's what was worrying me. We'll put a white lily there. Basically, the white lilies would be in the corners, and then the red lilies would be on the cardinal directions. So that tree looks decked out. But I also want to put the red lily and the white lily together, but elsewhere. I'm thinking around, not here specifically, but in an open area to propagate flowers. I'm thinking this could be a farm of some kind, just not a flower farm. Hello. Hey, I heard you're getting stuff together to build us a shop. Good hustle, what a geek. I found something that might help things along. Here you go. It's a weed. I was gonna make those iron nuggets into some free weights, but having a shop sounds way cooler. The faster we get a shop, the faster I can just buy free weights. Go team, I'll do it, gah! How many iron nuggets is that? Not many, but still, thanks for the hustle. Maybe I'll put some flowers by the other two residents. Or by this pond. Probably by the pond. Right here seems good. Alright, we'll just leave those to grow. Getting more Nook Miles for planting stuff. Not just that one, but this one. Nice. We also have another Nook Mile achievement to redeem Nook Miles, which seems silly, but it also just gives you a discount. And if you want to purchase something that costs 2,000 Nook Miles, you get 10% of that back, technically. So it seems pointless on a really expensive thing, but you can get some of your money back on a less expensive thing, so it's not that bad. Alright, wood chopping time. I'm just gonna be going around these hardwood trees, shaking each one, and then coming back around to chop all the wood on them. So let's try to come up with a conversation topic. Oh. So, whenever you start the game in New Horizons, you are assigned 2 villagers to join your village. And both of them are the exact same type each time. You have one jock villager who is always going to be male, but he's pulled from a random set of jock villagers. In my case, I got Stinky. He's a cat villager. I don't even know if this will work. Alright. The other villager that will be assigned to you is a female sisterly personality villager. And in my case, I got Quinn. The sisterly personality type doesn't have a whole lot of options to pull from. So, a lot of beginning islands will tend to yield the same sisterly villagers. So, for example, my very first sisterly was Phoebe, who is a I'm trying to remember her actual ostrich. She's an ostrich type villager, but she's supposed to be a phoenix, hence the name Phoebe. And a couple of other people that I had watched videos of this game of, they also got Phoebe because there are so few sisterly villagers by comparison to jock villagers, for example. And, yeah. Okay, I guess we already chopped that one. There are other personality types that are available within the game, but are not immediately available to you right from the get-go. You have, for the boys, Lazy, Smug, and Cranky, in addition to Jock. And then for the girls, you have Normal, Peppy, and Snooty. We'll likely be seeing all of the other personality types within this island eventually. Absolutely we'll be getting Lazy, Normal, Peppy, and Smug, because those are actually the next ones to unlock in every single game. It's just a matter of if we'll be able to find a Cranky and a Snooty past that. Did I bonk this one? I did not. On my original island, Isle B, I started with the jock villager Antonio and the sisterly villager Phoebe. And for a long time, they stayed around. Eventually, villagers will ask if they could leave your island. And the very first time a villager asked me that, I didn't know any better, and I said, yeah, sure, you can go. And then they left, and I didn't really know how to proceed with that. Eventually, I wanted to at least get a souvenir of types from each of the villagers that I had on the island before they left. So my goal was to pick up as many pictures of the villagers as I could. Now, I couldn't get every single villager's picture before they left, or whenever I wanted them to leave, rather. But I did get a handful, a very good amount of them. And I still consider that one of my greater achievements within this game. Not getting the golden items, or not saving Gulliver so many times, not getting a 5-star rating on my island. Nothing like that. It's getting as many villager photos as I did. I'm also starting to feel like I should get that recipe booklet ASAP for stronger tools. Because this is gonna get a little repetitive. Let's make a couple of flimsy axes as a result of this. I guess I'll include a link to the dream address, if you know what that is, for my old island in the description of this video. And if anyone's interested in checking it out, at least what it was a few months ago, then feel free. And I should mention, if you don't know what that means, I'll show what a dream address is later on in this playthrough, because it's something you can only do in-game. And you can't do it on, like, a computer or a mobile device or anything like that. Just as long as you have the game and a Switch, you can access somebody else's island without being able to really interact with it. Oop, we got a balloon. That's not my slingshot. I guess that's where I normally kept my slingshot if I had muscle memory going there. Now, if I didn't pick up that weed, this present would likely just disappear. Oh, no, actually it did fall into an open spot. If it was to fall right here, for example, there would be no open spot to fall onto, and then it would disappear. Let me give you an example of what I mean. So I'm going to stand over this spot, put down the clump of weeds, and I'm going to try to drop this golden nugget. But there's no space around me within one square where it can drop, therefore it'll give me the prompt, there's no room to put anything here. And if anything were to fall from the sky, or from the side, or anything like that, onto this particular type of square, it wouldn't be able to go anywhere and would thus just disappear. Also, I guess I'll try to point it out next time, but the color of the balloons do affect what the presents tend to carry. It doesn't always mean that it'll be a specific type of item, but it does mean there's a higher chance of it. Anyway, career jacket. Look at how dapper we are now, but I think I like the tie-dye shirt, so we'll run with that for a little bit longer. Wonder what our totals are up to. I saw 20 for a couple of the types of wood. Although I don't think hardwood is anywhere near the softwood and regular wood. I don't know if the rates are actually different between the three types. But from what I've experienced, softwood is the most common, wood is the second most common, and hardwood is the rarest. And then golden wood is only once a playthrough. That is not a thing. Do not trust me for a second on that quote. Alright, I think that's all the trees in this area, besides the pear trees. What are our totals? 27, 13, and 26. So only a few more of regular wood and softwood, and we can report back to the Nookling that is handling the shop. And then twice the current amount we have, plus extra, for hardwood. Let's actually see about this. Okay, that tree couldn't spawn anything because nothing in the way... Yeah, there was too much in the way, is what I was getting at. Here's an example. If a wasp nest were to fall, I don't think it can fall because there's too much in the way. Oh, there we go. The pears just disappeared because there was no space for them to fall. Examples! I'm making them. I don't know why I planted the weeds. I should be picking up as many as I can. Oh, hey, another item we can pick up from these trees. Should definitely clean out at least 3 squares. Oh wait, that's a pear tree. Acorn. What else to talk about? Wasps. I don't like them. In the game and in real life. They spook me out. I'm a little like Blathers in that respect. I already cut 100 pieces of wood. Not bad. And yet somehow, not enough hardwood to last for, I don't know, 5 shovels. That's all the regular trees in this area. So, let's get to cutting. I forget if I mentioned this already. Another thing that's randomized each playthrough is the fruit that spawns on the island, as well as flowers. I think I've already mentioned this, but if I haven't, I've gotten pears for my island this time around, but other fruit options include apples, peaches, oranges, and I think one other one that's not coming to mind right now. What is it? Cherries. I think that's all of them. And let's just check. There might be 6. Fruit roots. This is for planting each type of fruit. There are 6 technically, but only 5 of them can be a native fruit. Yeah. Pears, apples, oranges, cherries, peaches, and then the 6th one, which every playthrough, or rather, no playthrough can start with. You can only find them in Nook Island tours. Oh, whoops. Favorite, there. And we'll also do favorite, there. On my first playthrough of this game, my native fruit was oranges, and my flower, if I didn't mention it, those are also randomized. My native flower, I think, were tulips. Here, it looks like my native flower is roses, and I think I did say this yesterday, that they are the most diverse in terms of different types of flowers that can spawn. Different colors, anyway. In fact, they have their own, like, Punnett Square roses, that is, of just what they can turn into. Every other flower, it's as simple as put this one next to this color, and then you will probably get one of this color. Meanwhile, with roses, you can do that, but also there's a different value, a hidden value, that you need to worry about. Ooh! Okay, we got 30 soft and regular, we just need 5 more hard. And then we also need a bunch of iron nuggets. I don't think we're going to be able to do iron nuggets today, so we'll save that for another time. But wood should be really easy to knock out today, so I'm just going to do that. That's 2 hardwood. How much did I need? I'll need 3 more after this. Oh wait, I already checked that tree. We're good. Huh. And any extra soft and regular wood could still facilitate whatever crafting projects we have in the future, so might as well pick up everything. 2 more. One more. And not to worry, flimsy axes, no matter how many times you hit a tree, it will not be able to cut the tree down. There's a different type of axe later that you can unlock that will be able to chop trees down and, you know, fell them completely. But flimsy axes and one of the upgrades called the stone axe, they are blunt enough to where they will not cut down a tree no matter how many times you hit the tree. But yeah, that's 30 types of each wood. Let's deliver unto the Nookling. Hello. I'd like to donate. These are for you. Let me offer you some colorful puzzle flooring, a bottled ship, and a red intricate wall. We love your cooperation in donating the last type of material we need, which is iron nuggets. That's for another time. Nook, do you have anything to tell me before I call it a day? What should I do? Okay, yeah, that's just our next objective. So tomorrow we'll probably attempt to get the rest of the iron nuggets out of the way. Don't know how much else I'll attempt to do. Maybe I'll go on a Nook Island tour? It'll depend on what Nook has for us tomorrow, because the museum's out of commission. Maybe something else will happen. Yeah. Let's show off some of the new things that whatever Nookling gave us. That's the puzzle flooring, which very reminiscent of like kids centers or kids areas in certain types of establishments. You know the puzzle flooring. You know what it feels like and how you could constantly pull it up and look at the weird flooring underneath it. It had this interesting texture, but also a unique smell. It's weird, and the more I describe it, the weirder it gets. Red intricate wall. Whoa. It is intricate. I'm just not sure how well it jives with the puzzle flooring. So I do like it, but I like the puzzle flooring better, and I think this doesn't quite jive. But we will put it in storage. As will we do... Well, no. We'll sell that. We'll sell that later. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. We'll put these away. We'll sell the wasps later. Put the acorns away. Don't need the clay. Save that for later for sure. Don't need that. Hold on to that. Career jacket we'll hold on to. Oh yeah, throwback race car bed. Let's go ahead and put that down. Oh, it's backwards. Let's go from the other side. Here. Huzzah! It's a bed! And listen! Sorry, I tooted. So yeah, whenever you lay down in it, you get a little honk. Huh. Sick. What else did we get? Bottled ship. Oh, if only I had another table to put it on. But let's put it down anyway. Well, can it be put up on the wall? I doubt it. It cannot. That little icon means that it can only be put on the ground. Bummer. But hey, at least we'll just put it right down there. Whoop. Hello, it's here now. It just kind of appeared, as bottled ships tend to do. Yay. Anything else I want to put away? Everything else, like, kind of just want to sell. I'll put this away for sure. That's our first camping cot. But now we're upgrading into bed. And you know what? We need a bedside table, so we'll make that table over there, this thing, into our bedside table. It's a little high up. But oh well, it'll do. Alright, we'll say goodnight to our boy band idol, KK. And next time... Sorry, I tooted again. Next time we'll find something to do and continue our island living.